For now, it's gonna be this, bro.
Usually just a random spot on the internet where you scroll through memes, rants, and strange thoughts. But sometimes you stumble across stuff that makes you wish you hadn't.
I only
Sure,
search up.
weird posts happen.
I only search up Reddit when I never searched up Reddit. Like if I have a question that's like not really answerable, usually like if I type it in, the website under would be Reddit. You feel me? Like, can I think of an example? Like, let's say before when I first got my like when I got my first PC, because I had two, but I had to return the first one because it was shaking, right? And then I typed, "What? Why is my PC keep shaking?" And then on Reddit, they're like, "Yeah, it's not supposed to do." And you clearly right, but the main point I searched it up was in case there was something I could do to fix it. But I still returned it and got a different one. But the logical thing to do is return it. It not trying to fix it. I was just curious if there was a way because I really wanted it. I didn't want to wait again because then I have to look for another one and then and that's exactly what I had to do and it took a while
All the time.
because I'm not a computer person at all. So like that's why I didn't build my PC. I got a PC build. Play a game. I'm eating right now. I'm eating right now. Yo, oh my gosh, bro. Bro. I'm eating a sandwich right now and some rice, bro. But I'm not sick yet, so I'm not eating soup. I'm not sick yet. I just feel like I'm catching the cold, but I'm not sick yet. So I don't have to eat soup. I'm on the soup territory yet. I ain't gotta do that. Okay. I I just took a bite of the sandwich. It's not that good. I'm gonna eat it though, but it's not that good. The chef should get fired, bro. No cap.
But a few of them are so terrifying, they stick with you long after. And before we get into it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.
I bet I got you. Ah, wait, hold on. Let me try to. Ah, dang, I would, bro, but it didn't let me.
And today, we're diving into some terrifying Reddit users and their stories that will haunt you. Jason in Hell. At first, this just sounded like one of those harmless rants. Someone had a bad day, hopped on Reddit, and just needed to let off some steam.
Yeah.
Nothing serious. But that's where everyone was wrong, because this post didn't end with a few angry comments and an edit saying, "Thanks for the upvotes." It turned into something real, something terrifying, and for the
13 hours
OP,
ago.
it left a mark that's probably gonna stick for life. It all started when Jason in Hell made a post in r/relationship advice saying, "I'm 30 male, having a hard time coping with my wife, 29 female, having cheated on me with our neighbor,
Ooh.
51 male."
Yo, that is the most movie plot I have heard. Nah, that is actually the most movie plot I heard, bro. That dude from work. Those are like the two most common things ever. Me and rice not right now. It's not that bad. The smell is stronger than the taste, but it's good though.
It's been 476 days since I confronted her about it.
Oh yeah, he's psycho. Anyone who keeps track like that is psycho. Like, he's crazy. I can already look from that one sentence. Wait, he said, "I caught my wife cheating on me over a year ago. I stayed with her for the sake of our children, but I haven't been able to get it off my mind since." It has been 476 days. How do you even remember that number? Yeah, he got hurt from that. Well, that's his wife with kids. Yeah, bro. Oh.
How do I know? Because Every time
What
I
is
catch
this? Oh, okay.
myself thinking about it, I tell myself, it's been X days, maybe you won't think about it tomorrow.
Oh wow.
So, to go back to the beginning, I'd just taken on a new project and new responsibilities at work. I was
Uh-huh.
working a lot of hours, 60 plus per week, and was noticeably stressed.
Hold up. I want to see what 60 divided by 7 is. Oh, that's not that. Wait, oh, my bad. No, 5. 5. 60 divided by 5. Okay, so he's working 12 hours. Because I did 7 because, 7 is. Bro, I did 7, but assuming he doesn't work on Saturdays and Sundays, I went to 5. And yeah, so he's working 12 hours every day. Okay, that's a lot of hours. That is a lot of hours.
It was in May of 2015 that I noticed that she had added a password to her phone. When confronted about it, she told me it was because she was planning my Father's Day present and didn't want to ruin the surprise. About a week
Oh, that's
later,
cap.
she came to me and told me that she felt guilty keeping a big secret from me and told me that she was having our neighbor, a contractor, build a home office for me as my present. It
Oh,
struck me as odd, as in our 6 years together, she has never said she felt guilty about anything.
yo, nothing wrong with having a password, but she made one? That's insane. Talking about, I didn't want to. I'd be like, when have I ever like looked through your phone? What? Oh, I just. Oh man, Bob is. I mean, the carpenter is such a nice guy.
And always insists that she never regrets anything in her life. Time goes on, her phone is still password protected, and things don't feel right.
Guess her
I see her
password.
using her phone and smiling to herself more and more
Oh,
often, but when I ask her what she is doing, she says nothing and puts her phone away. So, it turns out OP's wife was cheating on him with the neighbor, and he was barely holding it together.
hey, read the rest, big bro. There's like 4 more paragraphs.
What's wild is he knew the exact number of days since he found out.
Yeah,
That's how
because
deep
he's
it hit
crazy.
him.
Yeah, because she messed with the wrong person. I feel like he had a psychopathic gene, and she just unlocked that gene. She unlocked it, bro. He had an awakening of that gene, bro. Or was it a late the late something, bro? Whatever it is, bro. You mess with the wrong one,
In
bro.
the next part, he explains how he discovered it. And let me tell you, the way his wife started acting made all this even more disturbing. So one morning, I wait for her to get in the shower and I grab her phone before it requires a password. I go through her messages and find that she is texting the neighbor. I am all covered in frosting. You want to lick it off?
Oh,
There were no
I'm eating right now, bro. Come on. You could just say she's on some freaky deaky timing game. When did this happen? Wait, what?
other messages to the neighbor, but I found out later that was because she had set up her phone to delete messages after a certain amount of
Oh,
time.
yeah,
I
that
felt
vanish mode.
uncomfortable with it, but I knew she had a perverted sense of humor, and I thought she would never do anything to hurt me. More time goes by, and the neighbor is
You said perverted game? That's just kind of weird, no? I just got a whole bucket of chocolate. I'm trying to get busy. I mean, that is that the wait? What content? I know it's on vanish mode. You didn't get the context, but like, what context is there needed for that, bro? It just sound kind of
spending
weird.
more and more time at our house, but the office is being completed slower and slower. I can't help but worry that something isn't right, so I start checking her location using Google Timeline. It was at this point that I realized that there are large gaps in her GPS history because she was turning off her phone's GPS. Fast
Yo, she moving tack, bro. A gallon of chocolate syrup. I think I'd actually just collapse and die, like on the spot, bro. I don't think I'd be able to do that. But like to attempt it, nah. It gotta be something like viable, bro. Cause chocolate syrup is like too thick to just. Or do I have like a what's the deadline? Like if it's in like ooh, maybe a day. I think I could drink a whole bottle in a day, bro. But if it's like an hour, no, I can't do it. 5 minutes, yeah, I just can't do that, bro. Like that's not. I, like I'd be finished, bro. On the spot right there, I'd be dead. But let's say it's a day, right? Or now let's make it like 10 hours. Or no, ooh, 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours. Mm, I'd say I need maybe like 1,000. A little band. I need a band. Yeah, I need a band for that. 2 hours. Yeah. Cause yeah, 5 minutes. I'm just not able to do that in 5 minutes, bro. I don't even know the Guinness World Record for that, but that person had to have died after. Just like that person who stayed up for like 2 weeks or something and died right after. It got to be the same thing, bro.
Forward to July, and at this point, she was turning off her phone's GPS.
I'm not gonna
Fast
lie.
forward to July, and at this point, the paranoia is driving me nuts. So
I'm surprised she got caught. She was moving pretty tack, bro. I think it's because if she would have started off with a password on her phone, she wouldn't have got caught. Mm. hmm But I don't know anyone. Well, I don't know when this was. This is probably a story from like 2013, bro. But everybody I know, even if they got nothing to hide, bro, they got a password on their. They make you put a password on your phone. I think if you have an iPhone, like you have to remove a password if you don't want a password. The standard is like you have a password. So this had to have been like a while ago. Hmm. Okay. At first I said I didn't like it, but it wasn't bad. It was pretty good, man. It was pretty good. The rice was pretty good, man. Not bad, not bad. Oh, oh, let me go throw away my my meal or my finished meal. What do you the trash? Okay.
I tell her that I need to install new antivirus on her phone. While she has it unlocked for me,
Dang, you said she 27 and she fell for that? That's the sorriest thing I've ever heard. That's actually the sorriest thing I've ever heard. Yo, that was a crazy way to fail a quick time event, bro. Oh yeah, I gotta install some like antivirus on your phone. You said they auto do that? Nah, but it's like a different one. It's like yeah, it's a different one. It's a NordVPN. Oh, you said you can install that by yourself? Yeah, but you gotta have my account. You know, I gotta put my account in. It'd be easier for me to put it in. Bro, yeah, this gotta be old because that is the sorriest thing I've ever heard.
I install anti-theft software so I can remotely turn the GPS back on and set up AT&T Messenger back up and restore so I can read all her text messages from that point on my computer.
Look, at this stage, I would say just break up, but like he already has kids. They're married. Like he's in too deep, bro. He can't just like I'm done. Like he can't do that anymore, bro. He's in too deep.
The next day, my mother asked to spend time with my two kids, so my wife drops them off with her and has the day to herself. I watch my wife's activity from work as she spends the day trying to meet up with a neighbor, but is unsuccessful because he is busy with another job site. That night, we get the kids back from my mom's house and we go out to dinner with the neighbor,
Okay.
his girlfriend, and his son. My wife and his girlfriend are having a good time drinking, laughing, and just joking around. His girlfriend mentions that she would like to see Magic Mike XXL.
What does
I
that
say it's a
mean?
good idea. I'll watch the kids so my wife and her can go. So my
Huh?
wife and her go. I say it's a good idea. I'll watch the kids so my wife and her can go.
Okay. I get he's trying to confirm she's cheating, but like in that situation, no. Honey, can you watch the kid? I'm gonna go with the neighbor and no. Why would I do that? No. Either the kids stay here or you're coming with us. We're not doing that.
So my wife and her go, and the neighbor and I go back to my house so the kids can play video games together. The
Oh
kids are
wait.
back.
Wait, I'm confused. His girlfriend's I say it's a good idea. I'll watch the kids so my wife and oh, okay, never mind. I was okay, my bad. Never mind.
In my son's room playing games, and the neighbor is sitting across from me on the other couch. It is at this point that
Where's
my
the
wife
couch?
starts texting him. She is describing sex acts she would like to
Oh,
perform with him.
wait, but she knows y'all is together. Now your wife might be a little slow, man. At first, I was giving her props, like, oh, she doing all this, but like, you couldn't wait till the next day, bro. Like, he's a contractor. You know his phone's not on silent. Why would you? Nah, she was going crazy. Nah,
That
bro.
my wife starts texting him. She is describing sex acts she would like to perform with him, and he is reciprocating. She tells him to check his Snapchat, and at the time, I get a Snapchat from her too.
Grown adults having a Snapchat. No, let's stop it, bro. I feel like if you get past the age of 20, you just shouldn't be using Snapchat, bro. Who are you using Snapchat for, bro? I don't know anyone who uses Snapchat unless they're 20 and under, bro. Like who? Come on, bro. She's 27 and he's like, I don't even know how old he is, bro.
And it is her herself in a bathroom stall.
Oh, no! What happened to the outing she was having with the neighbors? Oh no! And that's so dirty, a public stall, bro. Oh, nah. She overly freaked, bro. She overly freaked. Wait, how you saw that? I thought you was hanging out with the neighbor. Were you looking? Wait, he was watching this live? Gang, he was watching this live, bro. Oh, nah. In this situation, bro, I wouldn't know what to do. I don't have enough experience to deal with this type situation. And especially work, like, let's pretend they're not married. Cause like they're married, that's already like, whoa, that's way out my ballpark. But like, let's say they was dating. I wouldn't know what I would do, bro. Cause it's like I do want to spin back. I can't lie. I do want revenge, bro. But like, it's not even worth it though. I don't know.
Him, and he is reciprocating. She tells him to check his Snapchat, and at the time, I get a Snapchat from her too, and it is her herself in a bathroom stall. They keep talking, trying to figure out when they can meet up and have sex. They decide on Monday morning after I go to work. So in my head,
Wait, you're gonna confront them? Imagine you confront them, bro, and then imagine you confront them, bro, and then the dude with your wife, he like you fight him and then you get beat up. He's standing over you with his balls out, bro. Nah, bro. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to like crash out, bro. I'm gonna have to air the place out, bro. I can't allow that. I can't allow that, bro. In my bed, in my house that I paid for. Nah, bro.
I'd already planned to pretend to leave and circle back to catch them, but then they tell each other that they love each other, and it is all I can do to not leap off the couch and knock him out. But
Oh,
I contain myself and continue reading the conversation unfolding in front of me. Then he tells her, "You're my girl now," to
oh,
which she replies, "Always have been," ending
oh.
with him writing, "And always will be." My wife and the neighbor's girlfriend
No,
returned from the
no,
movie,
no,
and I asked them
no.
politely to sit down. I then asked the kids to stay in my son's room and shut the door. I return to the living room and confront my wife and the neighbor. I say, "So, you two, love each other, huh?"
Ooh. See, the first thing you should do is you should show your wife, or I mean, not show your the dude's wife. That's the first thing, and then y'all could like two heads is better than one, right? So y'all could devise some sort of plan if there is some sort of get back. Now you see how you see my wife is sleeping with your husband, so maybe we should sleep together. Hey, bro, that's what you have to. You gotta say. You gotta say that, bro. You might be shooting from Mars, but you gotta say that, bro. That's the only. That's the only option.
My wife goes into full blown denial mode, and the neighbor's girlfriend starts smacking him. I ask my wife if she
Ooh.
has been texting him. She says no, so I show her the text messages. She admits to it, but says it was the first time it had gone that far. I ask my wife if she has sent him pictures. She says no.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh, bro! You forgot you just sent that 10 minutes ago. I know the plan is deny, 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 right? I know that's the cheater's handbook, but it's like, bro, you just sent that gang. You just sent that, bro. I know that exact I know that exact restaurant, bro. We was just at the restaurant. Come on, bro.
So I show her the picture. She admits it, but says it was the first time.
She said that's not me. Bro, she is a lot. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I never text him. Shows the yeah, I text him. You ever sent no, I never sent pics. Shows the oh that was the first time.
I ask her if she is having sex with him, and she says no. Because I didn't wait to catch them having sex together, I didn't have evidence to prove her wrong, so that one stayed unresolved.
I don't care. I'm not waiting for that. What? I'm with him. I'm not one. Bro, you know how the loyalty. Nah, man. Let's go all the way, brother. We're not even gonna be there. If, bro, if it's me, I'm not even doing that in the first place. This is harder because, like, you feel me? I'm gonna charge her, right? I'm gonna sue her for adultery. We are married. Yes, I'm suing her. Emotional distress, adultery, any add them on there, bro. She's out of here, bro. And I'm getting custody too, bro. I'm sorry to the kids, bro, but I didn't think your mother was a demon. I didn't think she was a succubus, bro. I'm sorry. That's just how it's gonna have to be, bro. But like, yeah, like if if I'm married, I probably that would hurt. I'll have to wait for them to, you know, do. Ooh, I don't know if I could do that. Oh, that would hurt too much. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's maybe this is enough evidence, bro. Cause like I just don't think I could do that, bro. Just watch, like, no, I don't think I could do that.
I tell her that I'm leaving her. She tells me that she will make sure I never see my kids again
Huh?
if I do. She planned on using the fact that I'd attempted suicide in high school to prove me unfit to have the children. She continues to say that it was my
Man, prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. I have proof. Do you? Do you? I have proof. If we're both unfit, you want to send them to an orphanage? We could do that. Let's do it. You're not getting those kids. You're not
My
getting
fault
those.
for being so busy with work and stressed out that she just wanted someone she could talk to. Then
W
she gives me an
gaslight.
ultimatum to decide what I'm going to do, or she will decide for me. The
Man,
neighbor's girlfriend starts defending the two of them, saying that it couldn't have been serious.
yo, I can't be in these type situations, bro. I'd say I'm a pretty level headed person, but like, gang, like that's the thing. I haven't been in this to where like, I really get tested. Like I'm pretty level headed, but like, if they're just, like, bro. Because the thing is, if it gets to this point, I'm gonna just be like, hey, bro, this is happening. This is happening. You're not threatening me. Like I have evidence of you cheating, and you said in high school. I'm 30 years old. That was, bro. Wait, that is the stupidest thing ever. I'm 30 years old. That was 15 years ago. Like, how would that hold up in court? that, that was 15 years ago, bro. Are you stupid? Like, bro, she's just like, I'm.
If they weren't having sex, and that my wife and I are too perfect together to let this break us up.
What you, bro? Alright, bro.
The neighbors go home, and my wife and I argue for the rest of the night about what we are going to do.
I'm not
We go to
arguing. I'm not arguing nothing. I'm not arguing nothing. Man, I might leave in the middle of the night with the kids. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I think I don't know what that's called, but I wouldn't do that. But I'm immediately filing for divorce, and I'm suing her for adultery and emotional distress. Throw child neglect in there. Um, all that, all that stuff, bro. Manipulation. I don't know if that's a court. They throw it in there. Lies. Well, that's already adult. Just throw it all in there, bro.
bed separately, having not resolved anything. We keep going back and forth on the subject all weekend and finally settle on we were going to separate temporarily while we figure out what we want.
Oh,
I
that's
was going to stay
stupid.
in the house, and she was going to take the kids and go to her mom's house.
Why does she get the kids? Why? That doesn't make sense. Why, brother? We could fight about this, bro. I'm telling you, this could get real messy. We could fight about this, bro. You're not getting the little goobers. You're not getting them.
That Monday, I go to work and I get a text from her in the middle of a meeting with my bosses stating that she had explained things to her kids, but that they were upset and I need to explain it to them also.
Oh, she lied to them.
I got home from work to find my kids crying. She had
Oh,
told them that mommy had to move out because dad was mad at her.
that's so messed up, bro. That's so messed up.
When my son wanted to stay with me, she told him that he can't. My son put it together that if mommy has to move out because I'm mad at her and he must move out, then I must have been mad at him too. My daughter was crying because my son was. I don't think she was old enough to understand what was happening. Now, her behavior at this point is completely unacceptable, and you'll
Yeah.
want to keep this part in mind because it ends up shaping the entire story.
Yeah.
Opie then starts to realize just how heavy this is going to be, not just for him, but for his entire family. It was at that moment I realized she was going to drag the kids through hell if I left
Yeah.
her, so I swallowed my feelings and begged.
Oh my. That's what I'm saying. When it gets with the kids, bro, it get messy, bro. Cause like I respect that, bro. I respect that. I can't even call that dumb, bro. Like he's doing it for the kids' sake, cause she was about to crash out. She don't care about none of that, bro. She don't care about a single thing. But here's what you got to do though. You got to settle. You got to do these things in peace. Or not peace. In you got to do it like by yourself. You feel me? Like you got to fill out your half of the divorce papers by yourself. You got to sneakily fill them out, right? because you need both halves, right? But you gotta sneakily fill that out by yourself. Then, when you sue her, you got to do that by. Well, I don't even know if you could afford a lawyer. You might have to get the lawyer they give you. You might have to deal with that, bro.
Begged her to stay. She agreed and insisted that I apologize to our neighbors since we are still going to need to hang out with them because our sons are good friends.
I'm not doing that. Hey, I compromise with you, but I'm not doing that. And if you want me to do that, brother, I'm getting you. You're getting. Uh, I'm putting. What's it called when you can't get close to. You can't get close. Like I'm putting that on you where you can't get close, and all the other charges I talked about.
I hate it, but I do it anyway. We still hang out with them from time to time, and they come to our various birthdays and holiday parties. But I do anything for my kids, and I behave civil every time. Things died down for a while. I still think about it constantly. I worry how can I keep from making her so unhappy that she cheats on me again.
Brother, I'm not. I don't care about her at this point. I don't. I know you're doing it for your kids, but like, I'm not talking to her. Like, let's say if I'm in your situation. First off, when she said I had to apologize, because I could see you being like, nah, I'll swallow my pride and do this for the kids. I could see you doing that, right? But the whole and you gotta apologize to the neighbors. That's where I draw the line. I'm not doing that, okay? I was willing to I was willing to sweep it under the rug for the sake of the children, but now you getting arrogant like you won. Like you really did something. Like you in the right. Like I'm not going for that, bro. And I'm not going to think about how have I made her unhappy, bro. I'll try to make her more unhappy. You know when they say who pissed in your Cheerios, I might actually do that. Like, bro, she's not doing this to me, bro.
And then, almost a year from the original incident, around Father's Day again, she sent him pictures again. She claims it was an accident that she meant to send them to me
Bro, who cares, bro?
instead.
Who cares?
I don't fully believe her, but I move on anyway. Things have been quiet on that front for about 4 months now, but I still think about it constantly. This is going to sound stupid, but I feel like I have a part of my brain that I can't shut off. That is always thinking.
Okay.
I used to use that to solve programming problems, and it made
Oh, okay. When you said you need to install that on her phone, is because you was like a programmer. Okay, okay, that makes more sense. Because I was like, why is she just like, okay? Like, that sounds so stupid. Okay, I guess. Like, it sounds so dumb.
me very good at my job, but ever since this incident, the only thing it thinks about is her and him and if I did the right thing. My job performance has suffered, and I feel like I haven't gotten sleep in months. I'm afraid that after this much time and the fact that I begged her back, that to say that I want a divorce now would only make her more vindictive towards my children and I. I just feel like I have put myself so deep in a hole that I can never get back out. I haven't really talked to anyone about this. I didn't want to talk to my mom about it because I felt like she would treat my wife differently,
Well, yeah.
and I didn't need the two fighting anymore than they already do. I tried talking to one friend about it, but his advice was to put my trust in God, but that was not much.
Hey, thanks, bro. Hey, appreciate it, bro. I hate that response, bro. I hate it. Not if it's like an in response. You feel me? Like you already gave your stuff. You're like, yeah, but uh, the last thing you could do is just have faith. And I'm like, okay, but bro, that's the first thing you say. You just don't want to be bothered, bro. Like he told you this whole thing, bro. This was a whole 5-page essay. And you said, hey, bro, just trust in God. What? What does that do for me, bro? I asked for your opinion on this, and you said trust in God, bro. Are you serious?
Solace for me, as I am an atheist.
Bro, it's not even about being an atheist. He gave you nothing. You said trust in God. I could have said that. Yeah, I could have thought of that. I asked you, not God. I can always ask God. I asked you, bro. And this is what you say.
So
Terrible
I have no
answer.
clue what to do with my feelings or
And your friend knows you're an atheist. He still
how to move on from this. By this point, everyone could see where I was heading. His wife clearly didn't want to fix anything. No couples therapy, no heart to hearts, just cold.
bro, I'm not doing that therapy nonsense for that, bro. No. This is this is adultery, bro. And you have the proof. And she doubled down on it. Like she don't get, bro. You must be like, nah, you gotta be like, yeah, you don't be standing up for yourself. I could tell, bro. He let his wife talk any way he want. Like even though that's the first time that happened, she probably get away with so much because he allow it, bro.
Silence and threats. Reddit did what Reddit does. They flooded the comments telling him to get therapy, to lawyer up, to protect himself.
Yeah,
And
lawyer,
yeah,
you got a lawyer
to get
up,
her
yeah.
help too, because that kind of threat doesn't come from nowhere.
I don't care to help her. All that help, all that careful stuff is gone, bro. Like I said, maybe before, but she cheated. She willingly cheated.
OP came back with a short update. Just a few lines, but it said everything. I'm taking your advice. Instead of trying to fix something she doesn't want to fix, she has refused counseling several times in the past before this even happened. I'm
See, I
going
knew
to
it.
get
I
myself
knew it. I knew it. They were already arguing. I
and
knew
my
it.
kids out. I meet with an attorney next week. Thank you, everyone, for helping me see how far I had my head up my ass.
Nice, bro.
Everyone on Reddit felt like they could finally breathe. After months of updates, drama, and emotional
We
whiplash,
did it, guys. Group
OP
hug.
had finally made the call. Divorce, full custody, and a fresh start.
What did that guy
The
say?
comments were full of support. People were proud of him. He was finally moving on, finally putting himself and his kids first.
Hey,
But
happily ever
that
after.
peace, it faded into thin air before it even began.
Okay.
Just a few weeks later, everything came crashing down. His wife called 911. She told the operator something that would flip his entire world upside down, and whatever hope Opie had for a clean start was suddenly gone.
Montgomery County 911, where's your emergency?
203 South Madison Street.
Look at her build, bro. She, bro, she looked like Patrick when he had that tan. What is that build, bro? Orangutan type build. Yo, nah, bro. Nah, bro.
In what town?
Wait, what'd she say?
Montgomery County 911, where's your emergency?
Oh, they say where's your wait, they don't say what's? They say where's
Montgomery
first?
County 911, where's your emergency?
Oh, you just say. Okay.
203 South Madison Street,
In what town?
Darlington.
Hey, what's going on there?
I just stabbed myself and I killed my 2 children.
What?
What's going on there?
I just stabbed myself and I killed my 2 children.
Wait.
Hey, what's going on there?
I just stabbed myself and I killed my 2 children.
How? Like, yo, I thought she was just stupid. Like, I didn't think she was crazy. I thought she was just dumb. Yo, bro, like, yo, bro.
You stabbed yourself and killed your 2 children?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they couldn't have me as an operator, bro. I'd be like, what? What? Say you swear to God. No, are you crazy? Yeah, they couldn't have me as an operator, bro. He sounded like confused and like genuine like curiosity.
You stabbed yourself and killed your 2 children?
Like, bro, I know that's how you be, like, cause you don't want, you feel me? You don't want them to tweak out, but like, I'll be like, what? What?
Mhm.
Okay, and what's your name?
Randy Worley.
Randy what?
Well,
Dang, he looked cool too. My fault. He looked chill. He don't even look like, you feel me, what I thought he looked like. He looked chill.
Okay. How do you spell your last name?
Worley.
And where are the children at?
In my daughter's room on the floor.
In your daughter's room on the floor? Okay.
Yo,
What's your phone number, Brandy?
yo. Why her number censored like she got a phone in jail? You still sending them pictures? Yo, but why? Yeah, why is? Well, I mean, why would they show a phone number? I'm tripping. Use a phone number
what
for a
caused you
YouTube
to do
video?
this today?
My husband wanted a divorce and wanted to take my kid. I won't let him have my kid.
Okay, and how old are your children?
7 and 3.
Yo,
10 and 3?
7.
7 and 3?
Mhm.
Okay. And where did you stab yourself at?
In the neck.
is she lying? How are you? How are you talking so like fine? Wouldn't you be like, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. But like, yeah, how is she talking like coherent and like she? How is she still like conscious? Like how? I'll be like, how are you communicating right now?
Okay, are you bleeding?
Yeah, there's blood everywhere.
I don't know if she stabbed herself. I don't
Okay,
believe
and where
it.
are you at?
In my living room.
What's
You're in
the
your living
husband?
room?
He had a job or he had to work?
Mhm.
He had the job right now.
Okay, and are you armed now with the knife still?
No, it's in my children's room.
She waited until the night he handed her the divorce papers. They weren't even sleeping in the same room anymore. He was downstairs trying to find some kind of peace in his basement. She was upstairs with the kids. And that's when she did it, while he was just a floor below,
Oh, he was
unaware,
still there.
unaware of everything.
Wait, they said the night.
She made
Okay.
sure he'd never get the chance to take the kids. She killed both of them. Her son Tyler, 7 years old. Her daughter, Charlie, just 3.
Yo,
And then she turned the knife on herself, stabbing her own neck. No signs, no warning, just silence.
how did she?
That night, the only
Talk,
sound in
though.
that house was of the OP downstairs, having no idea that everything he loved was already gone. By the time he made it upstairs, it was too late. Though the wife survived, and when the trial came, the court didn't hesitate. She was sentenced to 120 years in prison.
Oh,
She wasn't just going away, she was gone for life. At the same time, they treated her for severe mental health issues.
no,
Yeah,
no.
she had a long list of them. Things that probably should have been handled years ago, before it came to this. But by then, none of it mattered. Not to OP, not to anyone. Because nothing was ever bringing those kids back. After that, OP vanished. No updates, no comments, nothing. His account was deleted.
I mean, yeah.
Like he just disappeared into the grief. And honestly, who could blame him?
yeah.
But then, 2 years later, out of nowhere, a new post appeared. It was OP. He came back with a heavy heart and way too much pain for one person to carry. And what did he have to say? It was the kind of thing that doesn't leave you after you read it. I'm doing better, and I continue to get better every day. The first thing you may notice is this is being posted from a different account. I deleted the u/Jason in Hell account in a knee-jerk reaction to seeing my Reddit post in the news. I guess the first question to answer is how am I doing? And to that, I would say I'm doing well. I have bad days, but I would think that is to be expected. It is just important that I, or anyone going through something, continue to use the support of friends and family as well as good coping skills to not let myself be completely defeated on those bad days. I won't lie. I struggled to get back to where I am. For some time, I refused to sleep because of the combination of fear of what I would wake up to and nightmares about that night.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, this is like, I don't even like. What do you like? Your whole life is just gone, bro. Like everything, and like the thing is too, he is 30, right? Which is still pretty young, but like, yeah, I wouldn't want to restart all of that, bro. And I don't even know. I don't even think I could. Like, I'm saying restart in like, bro. You're never gonna forget this, bro. Like, yeah, bro.
For a time, I used alcohol to sleep, but my family loved me enough to take it from me before it became a damaging and permanent habit. I was hospitalized because I did have thoughts of ending my life because I miss my children so much. From that, I learned that you should never be ashamed of your mental health, and not seeking treatment will only make it worse, not better.
Yeah.
We have all heard it, but if you or a loved one is struggling, seek immediate assistance. Your life is too important to throw away in a moment of weakness. By putting off treatment, I only caused everything else in my life to suffer. I lost my job and became reclusive to the house. But don't worry, I have been back to work since December, and I have nearly regained my former position and salary, so I'm good and require no assistance. The second question would be, how do I feel about the sentencing? That is something that is harder to answer because no matter what the sentence, nothing will bring back my beloved children. Do I think she should have gotten the death penalty, which Indiana has? No, I do not.
Yeah, I say no either because she wanted to die, and that yeah, that that takes away from you feel me. That's like a way out, you know, because she tried to kill herself. So nah, I don't. I think it's better she didn't
Think
get the
she should have gotten the death penalty, which Indiana has? No, I do not. She wanted to die, and after 9 years of giving her what she wanted, when she wanted it, I was not going to give her another thing. Do I think the life sentence will have any appreciable effect on her? I don't know. One thing she has always stressed for the entire time that I knew her was that she lived her life without any regrets. Even after I caught her cheating on me, she continued to say she had no regrets.
But if you have no regrets, why lie though? Right? If you have no regrets, wouldn't you tell the truth? Like, doesn't that not make sense? Like, if you have no regrets, you wouldn't lie, right?
As for the ex-in-laws, they continue to be a problem to this day. Shortly after everything happened, they changed the locks on the home I was renting from them, with my property still
Wait, wait, what?
inside. After trying to civilly negotiate the return of the property, it was required that I involve law enforcement. That is an ongoing legal battle. A member of the family accused me of stealing property I had purchased from them prior to the death of the children and threatened to take action against me unless I paid double what I had already paid
Yo,
them.
this is
I
sick
alerted the
work, bro.
authorities, and as far as I know, that is resolved. They continued to make visiting my children's grave difficult. During the 1-year anniversary, they sat in their truck and just watched me the whole time I was visiting the grave. Because of that, I don't visit the grave as often as I would like to.
What is wrong with these
If I can impart
people?
on you something I've learned through all of this, it is that you should always take the time to be with the ones you love. It doesn't matter if they are asking you to read The Pokey Little Puppy for the millionth time or asking you to play Smash Bros, even though you both know they will wipe the floor with you every time. Just do it because you never know what time will be the last time. Always make sure they know how much you love them. I had the fortune that the last thing my children ever heard me say was, I love you. Good night. I will see you in the morning. Jason made it through. He didn't let the grief destroy him, but
that's
it wasn't
hard.
easy.
That's
In the end, he refused to give up. And maybe we can all learn from that. Life's short, and you never know what's coming. So take the time to be with the people you love,
bro.
because you never know what might happen next.
That sucks. That actually sucks. But that was a good story, bro. Not like I ain't gotta explain myself or anything, bro. That was a good story, bro. But holy, bro.